is Douglas Majwega coming to you live from Kampala, Uganda. And pardon the discrepancies, the things that are not up to, standard. This is a new feature that we are exploring. So probably if there is a hitch or two, please don't be offended. We shall be having this live stream at least once a week because there's a lot happening globally that's affecting our people, African people, and it's extremely imperative that we bring perspective to all the events that are unfolding globally, affecting our global African family. Time check is 31 minutes past 8 p.m. East Africa time. And there's a number of things that have troubled me over the recent weeks and months. I know it's been a while, but we've been trying to get a few things in place, particularly for our soon coming Expo, the African Diaspora Investment and Community Expo that's happening right here in Kampala, Uganda. Oh yes, lots of great help, assistance from our American family, our American counterparts. If you're live, if you're following us, if you managed to get the notification, I know it was kind of impromptu, but I just wanted us to break the ground for this live stream, and we shall be having one every week. So if you're connected, find a way to let me know that you're on, and so we can move as a unit. All right. I'm personally still not so versed with the whole live stream connection, the features, but I'm learning as we are progressing. So sure, if this is something that you are doing, find a way to, I don't even know how I will know that people are on. I honestly do not know, but as we keep on going, I'm sure that I'll get more enlightened about this. Right. The thing that has mostly been taking our time, let me say, habari zenu, ndugu, jameni, wadada, wakaka, kutoka Amerika, kutoka wilaya, habari zenu. Swahili is now the officially recognized working language, business language, and social language as per the African Union decree. So I know a few Swahili words or two. Actually, Swahili is my first language. So I'm glad that we are able to trade and conduct our social exercises in that kind of language. And I'm actually glad that Swahili was officiated as the language of Africa, because language has a very big role to play in the development of any people, in the development of any social space. Language is such a big advantage, a big asset, or a big liability. So in that, on that wise, feel free to drop your Swahili hello, any Swahili word that you know, and we'll go forward. We'll move forward. Yes, I hope that all of us are doing well. I know the times are quite challenging. Excuse me. But we will get there. We will get there. Excuse me. No doubt. Sorry, I'm having these hiccups. They are, I think, a side effect from some meds that I've been taking the past couple of days. Yeah, but please pardon me. Stay with me. So, how are we doing? Let me know where you're connected from. Like I said in the beginning, I'm coming to you from Kampala, Uganda, East Africa, and time check is 35 minutes past 8 p.m. or 25 minutes to 9 p.m. East Africa time. Let me know where you're watching this live stream from. Just tag your location and tell me a hello in Swahili, mambo, habari, jambo, any that you feel comfortable with. Pardon the discrepancies, pardon the X of this video broadcast, because these are waters that we are testing, and we want to be able to convene, have a weekly live stream convention, talking about the issues at hand. We shall be talking about the political space. Where are we at as a global African family politically? Or what are some of the spaces that we need to excavate, such that we can move towards achieving our political freedom, from the systematic oppressions that have worked for so long to keep us as African people in bondage. We shall be examining the economic sphere, the social sphere, the cultural sphere. So we will be examining all of these things. We'll be talking about all matters, all different pillars of society, but particularly with emphasis on how they are affecting us as a global African family. There's lots happening actually all over the world with family, the politics, the economic, turnout of the events, the social space, the cultural space, and all of that in one way or another particularly affects the global African family in very peculiar ways. So we will be encouraging each other, we will be cross-pollinating each other, we will be sharpening each other, as the scripture says that, iron sharpens iron as one man sharpens the other. So on this live stream is going to be strictly African, strictly, African family. How do we work together? How do we create bridges, over such troubled waters? Particularly when you look at how far, the world has gone to keep us under subjugation. So we're not going to be complaining, and murmuring. No, we're going to be talking about vivid challenges, vivid problems, and talking about actionable solutions, because we know what the problems are. We know where our problems emanate, our challenges, that are facing African people. We know where they emanate. And believe me or not, we know where the solutions are. So it's just a matter of marrying the challenges. It could be them economic, be them political, be them social, be them cultural, marrying the challenges to the solutions, and taking concrete, actionable, course to making sure that we move, move, move. The revival is overdue. The revival is ripe. It is more than ripe. We need to get up and begin to move towards achieving our freedoms. So, that being said, I just wanted to introduce this broadcast. It will be a live stream. We will be having it once a week. There's lots of things that are happening, affecting our brethren in the Americas, in the Caribbean islands, in Europe, in Asia, in the Middle East, talking about the African people, in those places. So, and of course, down here on the motherland, we will be talking about all these things, and trusting the Lord to, make a way for us to move, but then a lot of times, the Lord waits for us to determine that we want to get out before he will intervene, as was the case in the time of the, children of Israel leaving Egypt, marching to the promised land. So there is obviously things that we need to do, and then seek the intervention of the hand of the Lord. So we'll be talking about family, we'll be talking about sports, we'll be talking about politics, economics, social life, cultural life, you name it, business, and particularly how it fits into the global African freedom or liberation agenda. Till next time, my name is Douglas Majaga, and I just wanted to come on here and introduce this live stream, which we'll be having once a week. Let's first go as we zero in on particular days and particular times. But for now, we just wanted to break the ground, and I want to officially welcome you all, regardless of where you're streaming from, where you're watching from. Be sure to turn the notification bell on so you know when we are live. Be sure to share the link, subscribe, like, drop a comment, a respectful comment, because we are an international platform. Yeah, make sure that you're not belittling anybody here. Let's keep the comments respectful. If you've got a question, just find a good way. Even if you don't disagree, even if you don't agree with some of the things that I say, there's always a wise and respectful way to address that. So, till next time, I am Douglas Majega, and we will be coming to you live from Kampala, Uganda. Yes, I see we do have somebody online. Just drop me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what time it is over there. And like I said, this is a test run. This is a test run. We are going to be having these live streams once a week. We shall deliberate on the particular time when we have gained ascendance. Forgive the aches. It's a platform that I'm still exploring, but I hope that you're able to get what it is that we are communicating. So feel free. I see there's a brother or sister. I'm not sure. Feel free to drop a comment or where you are watching from, and I'll be happy to say hello. And you are our first viewer, actually. We haven't broadcast this live stream on our parent channel, the African Diaspora News channel, because we wanted to make sure that everything that we need to have in place is actually in place for this live stream. Yes, so feel free. I see we have a viewer. Yeah, I think he's a viewer. Drop us a comment. Just drop us a comment, and just so we know where you're watching from and what time it is over there. Are you in Africa? Are you in Europe? Are you in Asia? Are you in the Americas? Are you in the Caribbeans? Australia, Canada? We welcome you all, our dear brethren, to this live stream. It's been an introductory session. Excuse me. We shall be having this once a week, as opposed to, excuse me, as opposed to having the pre-recordings. So till next time, my name is Douglas Majega, and again I wanted to remind you before I sign out about the soon coming African Diaspora Investment and Community Expo, which is happening in June in Kampala, Uganda. It is an expo that is particularly geared towards highlighting the various investment opportunities for our diasporan family to begin making plans to visit, set up businesses here so they are able to sustain their families and gradually relocate. There's lots of other things that we are working on as far as the expo goes. Yeah, there are lots of other things. I don't know if my volume is okay. I'm kind of new to this. We are still working on making sure that everything else is in place. I do not know if my volume is okay. You can leave me a comment and let me know how this is going, because I don't want to be able to. I don't want to just keep going without people actually having to hear what I'm saying. But I was saying that I shall be having these live streams once a week. We need that live interaction. I mean, with the pre-recordings are good, but then because of the number of engagements that we do have, especially with the expo that's happening, I mean, it is quite a lot that is going on. Already we have our team in the US that's coordinating the travels, coordinating, releasing the information. And also the website is already up. The website for the expo, it is www. Oh, this should be Brother Samuel. I think he's the one. Okay, the volume is loud and clear. That's good to know, because, okay, so, yes, so, and Brother Samuel Banham is the head of the US coordination team. He's a brother from Northwest Florida. Such a wonderful brother. We have a solid team that's helping coordinate all these Expo related activities. Brother Samuel Banham, Sister Maketa, Brother James Anderson, Brother Larry Wells. We have a solid team of people that are helping us to, put a number of things together. So we shall be coming to you once every week, just, basically to not just update. Brother Sam, if you would do well, please drop the Expo website link in the live chat. I don't know where the live chat is. Live chat. Okay. Tops. Okay, I hope. All right. Well, I'm learning. About this, but Brother Sam, if you're able to, once again, now that you're able to comment, drop the website link in the live chat, such that our people that are coming online are able to look at the to understand exactly what we're talking about. And I do not know if we can have a live panel, if that's a possibility. Please let me know. All right, so okay, so it says done. I'm sure he has shared the link to the website for the expo. So again, the expo is happening on the 22nd to the 25th of June 2023. I believe our folks, our brethren in the Americas will be in summer season. I understand there's two summers this year, the one in June and the one probably in November or somewhere thereabout. Yes, so we are welcoming our brethren to explore the infinite realm of possibilities as far as investment is concerned. Chinese are coming here and they're making billions. Europeans are coming and they're making billions. Our people are the ones that are being left, out on the treasure that the continent has to offer. And so we have been carefully planning this expo together with our team of leaders, very reputable leaders in the USA that are headed by Brother Samuel Banham, who is on the live chat, and I believe he has shared the link to the website in the chat. I'm not sure how it will be visible, but and pardon my lack of grasp on this. Internet is always something new to learn. Yeah, so pardon my lack of grasp on this live stream feature. I'm just learning, and I'm glad that we have a couple of people on board. So I do not know how is it possible, Brother Sam? Is it possible that we can have the people that are viewing to be part of this live stream, yani, to like with audio or video? I don't know if there is something that we need to do to be able to have people on, like a conference, live stream. Well, I'm still learning. Pardon my lack of grasp, but then, with internet, there's quite a number of things that I'm not yet conversant with. But we are working with my team to make sure that we're coming to you every once a week. So the point that I'm trying to emphasize is, excuse me, is the live stream that we shall be having once a week. Number three. Number two, we are particularly talking about, excuse me, the Expo, the ADICE, the African Diaspora Investment and Community Expo that's happening in Kampala, Uganda this June 22nd to 25th. If you have not yet registered, be sure to check out the website link shared by Brother Samuel in the in the live chat. Make sure you register, make your preparations on time, such that we are all in the same spirit. Yes, I know, Brother Sam. You and I are new to this, but then we'll manage. We'll manage. The good thing is we have broken the ground and we are moving forward. So we are inviting our diaspora brethren to be part of this economic revolution that is about to happen, this industrial revolution that is already happening on the African continent, from which different nationalities are scoring big. Chinese are scoring big in Africa, buying huge land, taking all kinds of minerals, taking everything that is available in Africa. And it is we that are being left out, on what actually belongs to us. And so we have particularly organized this expo to invite our folk from the diaspora, African melanated people, particularly the global African family. And we are inviting them to Uganda, to Kampala, to be part of what's happening here, to invest in the motherland. Because ultimately, Africa is the future. Europe and America are the past. Asia is the present. Africa is the future. So we're encouraging our people to secure their future. Systems of the West are falling. They are falling. Babylon is falling. The systems are falling in the West. And now that everyone is rushing to Africa. But then we want to be sure that the people that are coming to Africa are the people that have a real heritage on the motherland, people that are actually part of this African continent. So that's why we have organized this expo to invite our brethren back to the African continent to be part of what's happening here. We don't want to always be the ones building for everyone else but ourselves. You see? Because for centuries we have been building for everyone else. We have built for Europe. We have and continue to build for Europe. We have built for America, and our people continue to build for America. When shall we begin to build for ourselves? Because the glories that we see in the Western world, in Europe, in the Americas, those were built and established on the sweat, on the blood, and on the tears of our ancestors. So it is now time that we ask ourselves if we still want to be the ones building for everyone else. It is now time that we build for ourselves, that we build ourselves. We are building for ourselves, and we build, for our children. Yes, it is now time that we become preemptive, that we begin thinking about the younger generation that is coming up. What heritage are we leaving them? What inheritance are we leaving them? Are we leaving them stories of oppression? No, no, no. Oppression stops with us. This servitude stops with us. Subjugation stops with us. We are not handing over to our younger generation, broken economies, broken political infrastructure. No, we have to be the ones to build the Africa that we want. Yes, change is not going to happen. We are the ones to initiate the change that we desire to see. We have to be the agents of the change that we desire to see in our lives as global African people. That is true. That is true. Because no oppressor in their right mind will let the oppressed go, especially when they're benefiting politically from keeping these people oppressed, when they're benefiting economically, when they're benefiting socially, and when they're benefiting culturally. They will never. And under the sun, there is no one human being that has the power to somebody's freedom. No, that person does not exist under the sun. The only person that has power over all humanity is God, the creator of heaven and earth. So I wanted to encourage you, our brethren, as we are getting the foundations established for this weekly live stream. Be sure to drop a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what time it is over there. And if you can hear us loud and clear, be sure to share the link. Turn on your live notification, and so we know when you're on. The team down here and we are making sure that the different what we need in place to enhance this live stream will be, we are keeping on improving. So please be patient with us in case there are certain aspects of this live stream that are not up to standard. We are working, we are work in progress. So again, we are welcoming you, our people from all parts of the world, African people. We are welcoming you to the first African Diaspora Investment and Community Expo that's happening in Kampala, Uganda, this June 22nd to 25th. We had to push it from last October because Brother Phil and the team, they were having a trip to Kenya. So we are having it this this um all right, Shirley Spence. I know Shirley Spence. She's a very committed follower. Yeah, so thank you, Sister Shirley, for for coming on, Brother Samuel. Just let us know where you're watching from and what time it is. Today we're testing the waters of Swahili. Drop a Swahili word that you know. We want to be able to move, with one language. I thankfully, Swahili is my first language, but I promise you, by the next time we shall be more organized. Feel free to share the link. This is going to be a panel. This is going to be a council of Pan-Africanists. We're going to be talking about not just the challenges, but setting in place actionable points, because for a long time we have been talking about the challenges. Excuse me. We have been talking about the challenges and talking about the solutions, but we have not married the challenges with the solutions. We need action, action, action. Amen. All right. Please allow me to sign out for today. I would love very much that we have this as all right. Sister Shirley Spence. She's from Brooklyn, New York, and it's 1 p.m. All right. It's 4 minutes or 3 minutes to 9 p.m. It's 8:57 p.m. East Africa time, and this stream is coming to you live from Kampala, Uganda. We need to be able to I don't know if Sister Shirley or Brother Samuel, you are well versed with the technology, because we need to be able to have this like as a panel, a live panel. I know there's a panel there's a panel that normally sits, but they're all live. So I don't know if it's a Zoom. Forgive my lack of grasp on technology. Technology keeps evolving. It's evolving. But I wanted to thank everyone from wherever you're watching, from where you're hooked. Feel free to tap on somebody. Let them know that we have now blasted off into the orbit. We shall be having this live stream every once in a week. We are still getting a hold of the timing, but if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe, share the link, turn the notification bell on so you do not miss every time we go live. Again, I don't know, Sister Shirley, if you have already checked out the information on the Expo that is happening in Kampala, the African Diaspora Investment and Community Expo. This is the event that's going to crown 2023. We are working directly with the blessing of the government of Uganda. They are aware and they have offered their they have offered their support for our event. All the ministers that we know, not just from Uganda, will be having representation from South Africa, from Botswana, from Zimbabwe, and from Kenya. You see, and I'll check with the Queen Diambi Cheyoyo of the DRC, just to see her availability. But we are talking about investment, because very soon you won't be able to access your funds over in America. I know very many people whose funds are being blocked every time they try to make an investment in the motherland. So that's just a highlight of what's happened, of what's coming. It's a foretaste of what's coming. And we are saying you need to make your investment where it actually counts, where it actually makes a difference, not where it's just, continuing to feed the oppressive system. So we need our people to invest their monies, and not just for the purpose of investment, but for reconnecting to the motherland, creating up, entrepreneurial projects and economic infrastructures that are going to be passed on to their children and their children's children as inheritance. It says that a wise man leaves inheritance for his children's children. You see? So now it is the time that we build for us, that we build our own. For centuries, Africans, we have been, whether it's on the continent or in the diaspora, or those of our folk that were taken under slavery, we are all the same people. We are all servicing Western industry. Africa and Africans, we are just a big labor, a big, camp for cheap labor for Western industry. We have built for many people. We have built the kingdoms of Europe. We have built the kingdoms of the Americas. Now it is time that we build for ourselves, and now I mean, We are not going to be prepared enough, but we start from where we are. We start with what we have, because if we begin saying, okay, now we're making projections, we'll do this in 20, 30 years, we do not know. We do not know what will happen then. But we know that right now, if we begin now, we can sanction, we can summon the hand of the Most High God. The best, the worst thing to do, the biggest risk is not risking at all. The fear of taking a risk is the biggest risk known under the sun. The fear of the unknown. And we will never see the hand of the Lord, my brethren, if we keep talking about the problems and talking about the solutions. Having conferences here and having conferences there. I mean, I'm not belittling our colleagues that are having conferences talking about African issues and the diaspora. No. But particularly for us, we are saying that this expo that is happening in Uganda, where we're inviting the diasporans to expose them to the infinite realm of possibilities when it comes to investment. What better solution than that? Because we already have people that are investing with us. So far we have about 5 or 6 people. I can say Brother Larry, Brother Sam, Brother Jerry, Brother Arthur. I mean, quite a number of people. And they are not, doing small projects. There's a brother from Ohio that is doing a manufacturing plant, and I'm helping him down here. There's a brother, Brother Sam is doing a very deep, a very formidable consultancy firm. Brother Larry is also venturing into manufacturing. So these are some of the testimonies that keep us going. And if you just joined us, you are more than welcome. Feel free to drop a comment. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us, which state, which city, and what time it is over there. All right. So for those that want to attend the expo, the information is already shared in the live chat. It's how do I type something? I'm trying to type something, but I'm not sure how to do it because I wanted to share the expo link. All right. So I'm not sure I'm able to do that, but Sister Shirley Spence, and for all that that would like to attend the expo, Mr. Summaries, that's the leader of the US team, Brother Samuel Banham. He has already posted the link to the expo in the live chat. And we are telling people. Oh, am I back on? Sorry if I lost you guys. The internet is a bit it's fluctuating a bit, but I hope that you're still able to follow me. So I was saying that for this expo, it is going to be an annual event, but thank God that we already have the support and the love of our government in Uganda. Sister Shari has to go, but the link is africaexodusfoundation.org. That is Africa with AFREEKA, then Exodus, EXODUS foundation.org. So that's Africa Exodus Foundation.org. Africa spelled as AFREEKA, Exodus, EXODUS, then foundation.org. Africa Exodus Foundation.org. You can find all the information related to the expo on there. Be sure to register. Get in touch with our US team. Every person is ready to help. We already have a number of people tagged in and that are coming, but we're not just coming to talk. Please be informed that this expo, we are not coming to talk. We are coming to live with actionable points, with timelines on how these investments are going to go, because it is not enough for us to be angry about how we are treated globally as an African people if we cannot take joint action to address the ill treatments that we are subject to, because it seems the rest of the world is united and determined and committed to keeping us under subjugation. Yet we don't seem to have a collective point of action, a collective agenda, a collective plan to work together as they are working together. The Chinese are working together. to see that China is now the number one leading economy in the world. The US is now second, and China is enlarging the gap. They work together. When they come to Uganda to get contracts, do you know what happens? Even the people that are cooking food for them on the site, they're Chinese. Even the cleaners are Chinese. They come, they uproot labor from China and they bring them here. So they are working together. When you find Indians, they're working together. You find Arabs, they're working together. You find Filipinos, they're working together. You find Mexicans, they're working together. You find Puerto Ricans, they're working together. You find Europeans, they're working together. But it's we that are divided. And as long as we are divided, we will not stand. As the scripture says, a house divided against itself will not stand. It is now high time that we begin to take conscious decisions, to have a consciousness of umoja. Umoja is a Swahili word that means unity, oneness. Umoja. That is what our ancient ancestors were advocating for. People like Kwame Nkrumah, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. This is, Idi Amin Dada. This is what they were advocating for, because we are up against the world that is united. They are united in keeping us under subjugation. But we, against whom they are united, we are so divided against each other. That is why we are losing out on every front. We are losing out on the political front because we are looking at each other as competitors, not as allies, not as partners, not as accomplices. We are losing out socially because we are looking at each other as, I'm better than this, I'm better than him, I'm better than her. This is not to discriminate whether it's on the continent. It is like that. When you see a brother coming up, the first thing is you don't want them to. No, we have to stop these things. Honestly, when a China man opens up a restaurant, all the Chinese get to know about this restaurant, and they'll come to buy from that person. So do not buy where you're not hired. Do not buy where you are not hired. Stop buying in places where you won't be hired. I'm telling you, right now it's in vain for people to begin. I'm not downplaying the place for investment in America or in Europe, if that's where you are currently. But I am saying that it is high time that you, our brethren, make your investments where they actually are going to make a difference, where they're going to make impact. Because in Africa, we have the land. The most fertile land in the world is in Africa. We have the people. The warmest people are in Africa. The youngest population is in Africa. We have the resources. We are the seat of more than 20% of the world's economic mineral deposits. The world, not even 20%, more like 60%, as per the latest statistics. All of that wealth, all of that wealth is in theory. I'm telling you, it is all in theory. We have cobalt, we have uranium, we have californium, we have all these things are in theory. But for us to say that this is how much we made from cobalt, nothing. It is the Teslas that are coming to take all these minerals. It is the Apples that are coming. All these international corporations, they know what we have. They know our potential. And they're keeping us divided against each other while they're taking things, in the background. They're portraying Africa to you, our brethren in the diaspora. They're portraying Africa to you as a sick, diseased, hopeless, dying continent, poverty-stricken. Yet that the very continent they're presenting to you as poverty-stricken is the very continent from which they're milking the milk and honey. So what are we going to do? I say, get a hold of the Expo link. Be sure to register. Come down here. Some of our people have never even been to Africa because there's lots of lies that they've heard about Africa. They've heard that, when you come out from the airport, you're going to be greeted with chimpanzees and hyenas and giraffes and zebras. Really? You've been lied to that you need all kinds of medication. It is them mother folks that need these medications. Why? Because they are not native to the land. Yes, You belong to Africa. You do not need special medication to come to the motherland. You do not need special medication to come to the motherland. Amen. So don't give in to the lies that be said, talking about you need special medication. You need no. Those are lies from the pit of hell. So again, I wanted to reiterate that our expo, the investment expo, the African Diaspora Investment and Community Expo, is happening this June 22nd to 25th, 2023. We are exposing our diasporan brethren to the realms of infinite possibilities that are available in Uganda and by extension Africa. We are ready to work with you, introduce you to captains of industry, to different investment spaces that you can use to build and to establish generational economic infrastructure that even you can leave for your children. This is it, because economics is the biggest part of keeping us subjugated, and that has to be a point of emphasis for us if we are to surely break free from the global oppressive systems, political, economic, social, and otherwise cultural, that have worked together to keep us subjugated. I was coming to you live from Kampala, Uganda. It is 12 minutes past 9 p.m. East Africa time. My name is Douglas Majega, and once again, we are working hand in hand with the government of Uganda to bring you this expo, the ADICE, and the information can be found on the website of the expo, which is africaexodusfoundation.org. Africa spelled with AFREEKA. Exodus is EXODUS, then foundation.org. That's Africa Exodus Foundation.org, but Africa spelled as AFREEKA. Then Exodus is spelled as EXODUS Foundation.org. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Brother Samuel. If you see a live chat with Mr. Summers, that is Brother Samuel Banham, our head of coordination from the US side. Sister Maketa is also one of our team leaders. Brother James Anderson and Brother Larry Walls. These are brethren that are all helping us from the US side to coordinate different things. So please feel free to get in touch with them. And Brother Sam, you can feel free to drop your email or your contact if you're comfortable doing that. But I believe your email will do just right, will do just well. And I'll see you next time. My name is Douglas Majega, and I'm so excited to see you on the other side, on the expo side. Let's talk about the possibilities of uplifting each other, lifting us out of this dungeon of economic, social, and political oppression that has for centuries kept us at the bottom of the food chain. God bless you. May the Lord keep you, protect you, provide for you, preserve you, and bless the works of your hands. Till next time, my name is Douglas Majega. Bye.